All right. Thanks, everyone. It's so great to be here. Thank you so much for participating in the Tech2Gov forum today. I actually got to talk with a ton of really fantastic candidates. So grateful for each and every one of you for taking the time to reach out, to express your interest in working in government. And really appreciated the chats that I had, that our team had, and I'm sure countless other agencies had the same experience. So first of all, I just wanted to say thank you for showing up today. Thank you for showing your interest, and thank you for taking your first or one of many steps to make government work even better. So my name is Merici Vinton. I am the Deputy Director of the IRS Direct File Project. Direct File, we'll talk about Direct File in a second, but today I just wanted to share a little bit about my journey into government. I thought I'd share this with you because it's not, I want to say there is no obvious step. There's no obvious path. A path can be very straightforward. Maybe you're lucky enough to one day wake up and know exactly what you want to do, or maybe your journey is a little bit random. So mine has been random. I started out as a Russian major, and I interned at the U.S. Embassy in Moscow. And that was my path. I was kind of in and out of politics throughout the time. I got my MBA to leave politics and never come back. And then I ended up on the Obama campaign right after that. From there, the bug to fix government, and work in government really started around that time. In that campaign, we talked about change a lot and hope and change. And I wanted to kind of help bring that to the federal government and to design experiences and user-facing services that people would actually enjoy using every day. And so my first job in government, one of my first jobs in government was at the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. At the time, this was in 2010, it was a new federal agency. I was about the 5th employee, I think actually the 3rd employee, to help set up a new federal regulatory agency. I set up the tech and digital team. We were one of the first to hire in-house designers, sitting next to in-house engineers, sitting next to in-house content strategists and data scientists. And it was an incredible, incredible experience. And that's when I really got the bug to work in government and to stay, and really enjoyed my experiences there. You get to do things in government like start new government agencies. You get to launch services that help millions of people. And the CFPB was a great experience. But like I said, many careers, including mine, are not linear or obvious. After that, I moved to London actually for 9 years. I worked at several agencies, mostly design agencies. So I'm not a designer, but kind of a consultant, strategist, type of person that worked with clients at IDEO and Fjord. But throughout that experience, actually, I had a side hustle called Ada's List. Ada's List is a community of women in technology, or people who identify as women. And when I moved to London, there wasn't much of a space like that existed. And so we launched Ada's List as a reply all email thread, and then it grew and grew over time. And then my last 2 years in London, I actually ran it full time until I applied for a job at the U.S. Digital Service and moved back to the States. So I now am in D.C. I work at the U.S. Digital Service. I'm on detail to the IRS. And my projects at USDS, I moved here in April. Oh my goodness. I moved here 3 years ago, like today. My projects were child tax credit expansion and direct file, which we'll talk about right now. So I want to talk a little bit about so what is directfile.irs.gov? Direct file is a new free tax filing service that lets individuals in 12 states file their taxes for free directly with the IRS. It helps you file your federal return. Actually, we're closed now because filing season ended, but this was the first year that it was ever, kind of brought into government. So you're the first, among the very first, to hear this story, because we've been so heads down for so long. We haven't actually talked about it that much. The story behind it and how we did it. But it's a service that's available in English and Spanish. It was available in 12 states, so this was a pilot year. So those individuals in partner states and states without income taxes could file their federal return with us for free. We offered live chat customer support. Actually, we still do for people who have rejected returns that filed with us. So live chat with real IRS agents. The feedback has been phenomenal. It has been really incredible. This first year, it's been a simple tax scope, so kind of simple tax filers only. And because it's an IRS product, it had to be accurate, had to be secure, but we're also kind of on gathering feedback in a continuous manner, constantly iterating the product, constantly working to make it better. And this is the kind of work you get to do if you work in government. You get to launch services that, hundreds of thousands and millions of people can use every day or every year. And it's been a truly incredible experience. These were our 12 pilot states. Our customer support team, our frontline customer support team, or the agents that, would help us spot problems as the product team. It's been a truly incredible experience, actually, not to just build a product, but also to work with our customer support agents and kind of create a continuous iterative feedback loop to make the product ever even better. So taking a step back, why would you want to work in government? Because you get to do things at a big scale. And when we launched Direct File, we really wanted to set out to help rebuild trust in government. We wanted to build a service that worked, that was easy to use and straightforward, and also to raise taxpayers' expectations of what they can expect from their government and from the IRS. We wanted to show that it was possible to do this our way. We wanted to show that it was possible to build government software in-house, actually. This is majority built in-house with fabulous vendor teams and government employees to support that. We wanted to make a tax product. So instead of making taxes scary and unapproachable, we wanted to make that experience as straightforward as you can. I mean, it still is taxes, but we wanted to make it transparent, show the math and how we got to answers. We wanted to create a complete service. So what that means is that our frontline customer support agents are working alongside our product teams day in, day out. And, it all rolls up into a service owner who kind of oversees the end-to-end. And we are continuously getting feedback from our users. When you work in government, sometimes you get the opportunity to launch things. And we wanted to launch Direct File in a slow, controlled manner. We're grateful that we got the space to be able to do that. This gave us an opportunity to learn, from production and spot issues as things came up when we had just a few users. We won hearts and minds of some hearts and minds of an IT department who worked in a different way. And so we deployed throughout, almost on a weekly basis throughout filing season, and it was really exciting. And we worked with incredible teams at multiple agencies, including awesome comms colleagues who helped make great news happen. So anyway, I share all of this to say, projects can have a huge impact, and you can do work in government that touches a lot of people. This Dixie Warden was our first ever user. She is a single mother of 3 who saved almost $400 by using Direct File. She'd never filed her own taxes before. And she called it, Taxes for Dummies. It was really fun. These are just some tweets from people. It's been really fun as a product team to see people's reaction. Like, this is a tax product, and we have people, timing themselves as they file their taxes. And so it's been great to also, to watch our feedback and I mean, we collect feedback in other ways, and to hear from our users in other ways. It was really great to see this throughout filing season, on and on. We also had a lot of fun, and so did, various elected officials and politicians around us who kind of helped supported the Direct File service from the outside, right? And so kind of captured the hearts and minds of various officials who really got into this and kind of created a fun environment for a fun outreach environment for the team. And we were lucky to get a lot of great coverage, which is really a testament actually to the experience and the design of the product. It was really straightforward. Our designers are wonderful, And again, if you come and work in government, you can design stuff like direct file, and you can actually have this impact, and you can have this impact for people all the time. So that's just a little bit about our product and a little bit about direct file. I just really want to thank everyone again for coming today and for considering government service as your potential next step. Clearly, I love it. Clearly, I think it's really important. It's hard though. It's not, there are no easy decisions. But those are the tough decisions, are the right decisions, and the ones that are right to fight for. So I encourage you all to continue this path and to continue this journey. And now I want to hand it over to Robin Carnahan. Thank you so much.
Hey folks, it's Robin Carnahan. I'm the administrator of the U.S. General Services Administration. I hope you all have had a productive day so far, and I'm really glad to be able to join you to make one final pitch for why now is the perfect time for you to put your skills to work for the public good. Now, as folks working in the technology space, you already know that technology is just a tool. It's a tool that, if it's well designed, can improve people's lives. That's it. Lots of technology innovations over the years, whether it's a printing press or internal combustion engine or the washing machine, were innovations that changed the world, but really just changed how people learn and how they do business and how they live their lives. Technology can improve people's lives, reduce drudgery, provide more time for creativity and connection with people and things that matter. But to do that, technology tools have to focus on the people they're designed to serve. I always say that government, in many ways, is a service delivery business, because there are times in people's lives when they have to turn to government for something, moments of need. And that's when it's the government's job to deliver. It might be a veteran or a senior looking for health benefits. Could be a student dealing with student loans, a small business looking to do business with the government, or it could be a family recovering from a natural disaster. The job of those of us in government is to make it easier for every American to interact with and get services from their government in their time of need. Today, that means making the technology work. And that's why we need you. We need your talent. We need your innovative ideas. Whether it's AI automation that simplifies repetitive tasks and processes, better design and security, or better integration with legacy systems, we need folks just like you to make sure government effectively delivers for our people. Now, if I know one thing about folks in technology, it's that they like big, complicated problems that can have an outsized impact. I can tell you unequivocally that if those two things appeal to you, there is not a better place to work than in government, because we have hard problems that challenge us to serve every American. And when we do, the impact is profound. So if you're looking to have an impact and be involved in something much larger than yourself, take a serious look at joining us in public service. You can try it as a tour of duty for a few years, or you can make a career of it. There are opportunities from early career to senior leadership roles. We have them at GSA and all across the federal agencies, but I know also closer to home in your state and local governments. Here at GSA, we've hired folks from other tech to government events, so I'm optimistic that some of you will raise your hand and take this moment to serve your country. You've heard, I know today, from both state and federal partners, and I'm sure every one of them is serious about putting your passion and talent and your expertise to work for the public good. Now's the time. I hope you'll seize it. Thanks for joining us today, and I am eager to welcome all of you to the world of public service. Thanks.